So, intention. A little bit about shamanic work. One of the aspects that helps us go into this space, this spirit world, in our consciousness only, is the drumming. And that is a certain rhythm, it's about 160 beats per minute, that balance the left and the right hemisphere in a way that we're sort of in our center. And from that center, we're going into the spirit world because of our intention. Intentions are very powerful even just in the day. If you wake up and you say, I'm going to have a great day, that's an intention, and it's going to have an effect on the day. Or if you wake up and you say, I'm going to have a better contact with that one colleague that's always a little bit difficult. If you have that intention every day in a week, probably something's going to change. So, same in the shamanic journey. We're going to establish an intention for each one of us. And I've been already journeying on this workshop beforehand, and both my main guides have agreed very enthusiastically to work with us. And one of them even created a space in the spirit world just for this work for us. And it's in the lower world, which is basically, you can call it the inner world as well. It's kind of like inside the earth. It's like the earth is the place where we're spiritually connected to the earth. And within the earth, there's another spirit world dimension where everything's very pure and very original and very simple. And there's no manipulation there. Then we have the middle world, that's where we live, that's the third dimension. And there's a lot of manipulation here, but there's also a lot of beauty and harmony. Then there's the upper world, which is the place that we know very much from spiritual paths and masters and stuff like that, where we can get overviews or inspiration on a spiritual level. So those are the three different worlds. And the safest place to start shamanically is either the upper world or the lower world. And we could go to both. But I would suggest we go because Laughing Bear, one of my guides, really prepared the space, and I've already been there and I've already had a healing there. And we can see what we can do with each one of you there in this space, which is a cave that has an opening on one side towards this very beautiful golden valley of just energy trees and energy beings, energy birds, and just a very safe and beautiful space. So intention. From what we've talked about so far, is there something that you would like to dissolve or clear? Thinking of you in particular, you were saying you want to get to the stage where you're feeling a better access to your masculinity, your masculine energy, so that you can be more focused. So what we can do is we can say an intention like, well, the intention is that we go into the spirit world on a journey in order to find out what is of the highest good to find out about his access to his own masculine energy. And then maybe the guides find something, maybe they find a blockage, or maybe they find a belief that you have that is stopping you. Because remember, probably reality is that it's there, and you're just somehow not accessing it, or something is blocking it, something that you agreed to, an agreement that you made that could be dissolved. You say like, well, I no longer need to agree with that, and then it can flow, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah? And what I'll do is, when we go on the journey, basically I invite you to either lie down or lean back, or sit up straight, however you want, but to somehow cover your eyes. And then I'm speaking the journey as if I'm reading from a storybook. Now we're at the veil, now we're going through the veil, now we're going to the underworld. And then there'll be different stages where I'll ask you, because you always have to be sovereign at all times. Nobody's going to do anything that you're not agreeing to. What you will get is like my guide is saying he's offering to dissolve this agreement. Would you like to dissolve the agreement? Then you would say very clearly and loudly, yes. Or you'd say like, now it would be good if you speak that you dissolve this contract, because whatever you say in the spirit world has a very, very clear and powerful effect on any contracts or energetic entanglements or any blockages. When you speak it, your intention and the words are so powerful, like we know from the Bible. It's the word that actually does it. And then you've done that, and then maybe the guide says, great, do it again. Maybe you do it 3 times. And maybe the guide will then say, maybe do it as a homework once a day for the next 3 weeks or 3 months. I've taken months with entanglements. And that's my expectation, that it's not just a one-time thing, but then repeating it every day or several times a week, then actually completely does it. And it feelably is different than my reality, and then what I attract in my life. So very good. And then in the end, it's called a callback. I drum very quickly, and then we're going back from the spirit world back into our bodies and calling our energies back, and then we just take a moment to relax, and we just call consciously all of our energies back to us. And that's it. Jasta. Very simple. And it's not so big like an ayahuasca journey where you then, have half a day or many days where you're sort of digesting something. It's more like we're having a guided meditation almost kind of thing.